All right, let's go ahead and unbox this right here. This is the Livewire power condition distribution system. This basically what this is if you have musical equipment, if you have computer equipment, you want to put it onto a power conditioner. And what happens is if there's any surges throughout the network, maybe a lightning strike or something like that, power issues, it comes through this box right here, and inside here, it basically conditions it so that surge doesn't get into the computer, doesn't get into your audio gear, doesn't get into anything that you have hooked up to this. And of course, you can use this thing. You can plug your TV into this. You could plug your stereo into this. You could plug your iPhone into this if you wanted to. It's going to condition that. And so that's why we have this on a lot of things. I'm going to be putting this into a rack where I'm going to be setting up a couple computers to do some video shoots in a portable system. So this is the PC1100. So let's go ahead and get this opened right here, just like so. Not much to show on here, but we do have a couple things. Let's go ahead and we'll start with popping out the conditioner itself. We do have a cord on there and the conditioner. Underneath, we have the light operation and the rack installation. This does have a light system to it, so when you plug it in, you can actually see what's going on. And then it's just, other than that, it's just a nice little power strip. This is a standard grounded plug. This is very important that you plug it into a grounded outlet. If you try to ground this or plug this into a two-prong outlet, it doesn't work like it's supposed to. So it's got to be a three-prong grounded outlet. It's always best if you're taking this on shows and things like that to bring a couple testers with you to make sure that you're plugging it into a safe outlet to begin with. That's what I always do. But once you have that, you plug that into your wallet or an extension cord. So on this side, we have the lights. So you can turn on the lights high and low. And the lights are in here. These slide out, and underneath is the light. You can't see that from there, but you can turn them around just a little bit to go from there, and then you can push them back when you don't need them. In the middle here, we have the AC voltage input. It'll actually tell us how many volts we've got in here. On this side, we also have, let's just move this over this way. There we go. We have the other light, once again, slides out and lights up. We'll show you that when I get this plugged in. And then, of course, the overall power, which when, of course, you turn it on, that'll turn on the whole strip, turn it off, just like any other power strip. And then this circuit breaker, a 15 amp circuit breaker right here. So if you're pushing more than 15 amps through this thing, this will probably pop. We have one plug in the front. Usually you want to plug something very low end in here, like maybe a charger to your phone or something like that. And then of course on the back, that's where we're going to have all the major plugs. There's no USB ports or anything like that. We got 10 plugs here, and the first two are what are called always on plugs, which means that the power will go through. These will not be conditioned. So do not plug your computers, do not plug the important things into here. Once again, smaller stuff or whatnot. Then you've got, of course, 8 plugs of conditioned power there. It'll tell you everything right on the top here. You can kind of see the text right here. So it's telling you it's got 400 volts of clamping voltage. It does have the circuit breaker. It's got a 56 decibel EMI RFI. So it filters up to 58 decibels. So if there's any noise that's coming through that plug, it will not come through into like the computer, and therefore you have like hums and buzzes and things like that. So it will absorb 2100 joules. So if you do get a major surge, like a lightning strike or something like that, this is going to protect up to that amount right there. So I plugged this in. Yeah, I did plug it into a strip. I didn't plug it directly into the wall. I can tell you that we have 117 AC voltage input. We've got surge protection is lit up. We've got our grounded is showing that it is grounded. So if you plug this into a wall socket and that green light doesn't pop on, that means you're not going to get fully protected. So make sure that all those lights are come on. To turn on main lights, of course, you can turn them on high. These are LED lights now, which is cool, or low, so you can see what's going on underneath it. This is perfect for if you have like compressors or EQs or anything like that. You can turn on the lights and then kind of see what's going on in your rack underneath. But other than that, if you don't need them, just turn them off. And then once again, besides those 2 plugs that are always on, All the other ones will not turn on until you hit this button. And of course it lights up. Keep in mind, once this trips, it shuts off just like a regular surge protection strip. So, but you're good to go from there. So here's the power conditioner in the rack that I have here. I wanted to show you really quick how far these lights came out because I only pulled them out a little bit. There they are right there. They can turn a little bit back and forth. And then, of course, you saw how bright they were. And then, of course, once I pull this out, they're going to be a lot brighter. But then they'd retract really easy just like that. So that's the power conditioner.